So we want to look at how we can use different techniques to summarize work from our class. And one of the strategies that I've been using a lot with my classes recently is using the PowerPoint equivalent in Google Drive, which is just called presentations. So let's just have a quick look at one that my class has created called for an industry studies topic. This is 15% of our HSC course, and what we basically did was we put a title slide at the front, we shared it to the whole class, and then on each slide we put the heading of the topic from the industry studies section of the syllabus. So each of the headings and then the dot points underneath. And so we've got our triggers, our memory triggers, which help us remember the key concepts and ideas. And so very quickly, when we need to look at what an industry study is, we can see that there are different parts to it, and we've got the triggers there which help us remember what we need to know. Now this is a very simple way of doing it. All you need to do is create a new presentation back here in Google Drive, and then once you've done that, you can then come and open it and edit it and share it to the people you want to work on it. And of course you could have a couple of people working on the same set of summaries. Obviously the stuff that you do, it's more likely you're going to learn that better, but it's a good strategy for getting some summary notes done between a group of people. Then you can just add new slides. Particularly in this layout here is a very handy slide. So if I go title and body, it gives me that heading up the top, which allows me to put the key reason why we're doing it. And then we've got a small section below which allows us to put bullet points or numbered points to summarize it. And one of the reasons I like PowerPoint / presentations is you really need to be able to get your key ideas in that section. Don't make the font smaller. Summarize it so that you've got enough there to remind you the key points that you learnt when you actually learnt that in class. And of course you can make it look pretty. You can put pictures in here to help you understand it. There's nothing wrong with putting in links. In fact, it's highly encouraged to YouTube videos which might help you understand some of this stuff. It can be a very handy way of actually getting together and understanding all of those things that you really need to use. So if I was to come back here to one that we did with last year's Year 12, when it comes to this one, they've actually put in a lot of YouTube videos which are very handy for learning some of the key concepts. So down here we've actually got links to YouTube videos which can be very handy. So stick to one point per page, one key item, put points underneath it which are helpful. Share it to people who you want to work with, share up the workload. One of the big suggestions is make sure you know the kudos for your subject, so the knowledge, the understanding, and the things you need to be able to do, and make sure that those concepts all get their own page and that you've got enough there to trigger the concepts and ideas that you're learning about. It's very similar to PowerPoint, a lot of the same options that are available, but the beautiful thing about this is that you can share it with a lot of different people and work on the same thing at the same time.